Hey, ladies. Today's topic is all about where is the money? Who's got the money? Uh, a migrant, there's a story of a woman who was crying because she had a food truck business. She wanted to sell the food truck, and a migrant came and bought it and said that he, I guess, was getting the funds to actually purchase the business. And she felt like Black women, Black people, more Black people, but we're going to talk about Black women here, are not given the same opportunities as the migrants. So I'm going to talk about this because I have a different take on this. A lot of people took this conversation from a place of emotion, and I want to take a step back and talk about it from somebody who has helped people actually get business loans. So that way you are able uh, to win. So I'm going to put the 90-second clock on, give people a chance to come in. Hey, baby girl T, good to see you. Here's the 90-second clock. Let's give a few people a chance to come in for Small Business Saturday, and then we're going to start our discussion of the Welcome to Black Women Making Money. We are the home of the upwardly mobile Black woman. For exclusive content and invitations to our Inner Circle Zoom meetings, which happen on a monthly basis, you can sign up for free for our email newsletter at bwmakingmoney.com. That's bwmakingmoney.com. Happy Small Business Saturday, ladies. Welcome to this discussion today. Don't forget to hit the like button. And of course, if you're watching a replay, put replay in the comments for me so YouTube can know you like this content, or better yet, tell me what you think about today's discussion. I do want to just put my commercial out here. Showmethemoneycourse.com if you want to learn about funding for real estate. If you want to be a real estate investor, you want to know how you can get the money in order to purchase real estate, showmethemoneycourse.com, completely free for you to get those resources. So this story is, I think, a couple of months old. There was a woman sitting in her car, very upset, and she shares a story about how migrants were able to get the money to purchase her small business. We're going to share this story. We're going to talk about what happened with the Fearless Fund. I'm giving you this perspective because I used to help people get SBA loans and all sorts of business loans, raise capital, things like that. So I know a lot about getting money. And I'm going to say there are times when we as Black people do not do our part. So I'm not saying that that's what this woman was or was not doing. I'm going to give you fair, balanced information, but most importantly, I'm going to give you 3 resources that you can use if you want to get a business loan. So we're going to talk about this now. I'm going to put this information up here. Fair use with regards to sharing this woman's story. Here we go. Make sure my volume's up high. Here we go.
To go out to our vice president who's running for president. I have heard all over social media about, excuse me if I say anything wrong, immigrants getting loans, money. It was hard for me to believe. It was just extremely hard for me to believe. I've been in business such a long time. Back in 2019, I purchased my first food truck. It cost me over $25,000. I paid it cash money. I worked hard to pay for this truck. I'm now selling it because I'm doing other things, but I'm selling it. I had a guy come to look at purchasing my vehicle, a food truck. And he explained to me he's an illegal immigrant. He has no credit. He has no money in the bank. But he showed me his paperwork that he will receive funds to purchase my food truck. I'm thankful that he's buying it, but I'm hurt that I worked so hard to pay cash for my food truck. I have good credit, can't even get a business loan because of the color of my skin. I have veterans in my family. I'm a veteran. I've been self-employed for so long. But somebody, please tell me, how do I work so hard to have somebody who comes to this country, not long, no credit, and he shows me where they'll be funding him money to buy my food truck. And when I talked to the bank, they told me usually they have to go straight to a dealership because I'm a private sale. But for special circumstances, they're going to, they allow it. But I need my president to tell me why I worked so hard all these years, all these decades. Couldn't get a business loan, but I bust my ass to get the money to create my business. And we got immigrants coming here. And they're getting money. Money. We're doing nothing but just being here.
Shout out to everybody who is here. Put a 1 in the chat if you feel this woman's pain, because I definitely do. What she's saying is sincere. What she's saying hurts. I was emotional the first time I saw it. I don't know if any of you have seen this, but I definitely feel her emotion. I definitely feel her sadness, her disappointment. She's looking at the president, current. She's looking at the vice president who wants to be president, Kamala Harris. She's looking at all the people in the Senate, all the people who are allowing this to happen, and she's asking why. Now, Baby Girl T said 1. Yeah, so you feel it. So she did say that she cannot get a business loan because the color of her skin. I want to address that. She has been self-employed for a long time. I want to address that. She said she went to the bank. I want to address that because the bank is not where you go to get money for a small business. I do want to say that the illegal migrants are being brought here to prop up the U.S. economy. We have to understand this. We are upwardly mobile Black women here. And our understanding, the way we react to things, the way that we think about things is different than the average person. We're the top 20%. So understand that the illegal migrants, and I'm not saying they should have money, they should be able to come and, you know, be undocumented, have no credit, have no money, and it's food truck. I'm saying it from the point of view of we need to learn how to navigate the system, right? So um, the migrants are propping up sectors of the economy. That's true. She talked about the fact that she went to the bank in order to ask them about this, in order to talk to them about getting money. We as Black people, we as Black women think that that's where we go to get money as small businesses. And uh, that is not true. We don't share enough information about where we actually go to get money for our businesses. So that was the point of me coming on today. So I want to show you something else as well. I want to show you about the Fearless Fund because most of you saw that the Fearless Fund settled its lawsuit. They settled its lawsuit. The grant for specifically Black women will no longer be available. And I watched Ariane Simone, who is the CEO of the Fearless Fund, I watched her on CBS. And one of the things she said was, but the Fearless Fund overall is not going away. And I want to show you this. So when we start talking about where to get money, I'm going to tell you right now, your network is going to be extremely important when it comes to how to get money. And I'm going to show you a couple of places you can go to get money. It's saying here, Simone, who is the Fearless Fund CEO, announced a new $200 million fund, which includes a loan program available to any business owner who meets certain criteria, regardless of race or gender. So they can't just make it specifically for Black women, they have to open it up, right? Okay. It is what it is. This is where your network comes in, and this is how you need to learn how to navigate the system. It also says here, previously the fund provided venture capital, which involves offering cash in exchange for ownership, and had a grant program through its foundation. So now they're offering loans. This is saying here, entrepreneurs can now, who have been in business for at least a year and has a credit score of 600 or higher, can apply for the loan program. This initiative is available to both men and women as it was designed to support all under-resourced business owners. So I tried to find the website for how to apply for this. I couldn't, but this is an option if you Google, look, do your research. It looks like the Fearless Fund now has $200 million that they're offering people. I'm going to show you the hidden gem, though, that most people don't know about. Hey, Centria, good to see you. This is the hidden gem most people don't know about. And I am going to say this with regards to the migrants. This may sound mean, but this is how I feel. The migrants learn about a program and then they start sharing the program with other people, with people within their community. That's how they spread the word. I don't think we do a good enough job of spreading the word about the programs that are already on the books, that are already available to people. This woman who talked about the migrant purchasing her food truck, she says she bought her food truck for $25,000. She probably put more money in it to get it up and running. I've been telling people about this microloan program for years and years and years, and people do not listen to me when I talk about this. This microloan program is available to you whether or not you have bad credit. Trust me, I know people who had 500 credit scores who got $10,000 from this microloan program. So here's the inside scoop. The SBA has funds that are available for people, anybody who wants to start or grow a business. You can get these funds to start a business. You can get these funds to grow a business. I knew a woman who had terrible credit. I mean, awful credit. But she went, get this. She was a Black woman, Black African woman. She came to me. She said, Cherie, I want to apply for this loan program. The loan program was with the Latino Economic Development Authority. Black woman went to the Latino Economic Development Authority or whatever, Association Authority or whatever it is. The Latino Economic Development, it was a development center. That's what it was. The Latino Economic Development Center is a part of the SBA. So they could not turn her away because she was Black. She went in there and she got $90,000 from them, right? The SBA has these loan programs that are available. I personally believe the migrants are using the SBA loan programs and the SBA funding. I don't think there's money carved out for the migrants. This is just me. Now, now, there are people who learn about these loan programs and then they market with these programs within the migrant community. I do believe that. I do believe that. But I'm less likely to believe, first of all, it is not impossible for Black people or Black women to get money because the color of our skin. We have to be honest about these things. We have to stop saying these things. We don't know where the money is because we don't network with the right people. We don't know the right people. The number one reason the PPP loans weren't available to Black people is because we didn't have our paperwork together. The PPP loans were based on who had their LLCs together, who had employees, and not people doing 1099s, who was actually claiming income on their taxes. It wasn't because we're Black and nobody wants to give us money. I know, I'm hurting people's feelings potentially, but I'm trying to tell you the truth. Not only were there the PPP loans, there was also, so I didn't qualify for the PPP loans. My mother did. She got money, right? She's Black. I know plenty of Black people who got PPP loans, and I'm not talking about PPP fraud. I'm talking about legitimate businesses who got PPP money. If there were people who did not have employees, they got something called EIDL money. Don't ask me what it means, but I ended up getting a loan from the government during COVID. They contacted me. I'm as Black as they come. I'm unambiguous Black woman, ADOS, both sides of my family. The SBA contacted me. Hey, you want this money? And if I got the email, I'm like, I don't know about this because I hadn't heard of the program. Then a friend of mine called me who's as Black as they come as well. Hey, did you get this email? Yeah, I got this email. About 3 or 4 of us got on the call together. Did you get this email? Did you see this? They're offering us money. We need to stop saying that people in the United States government won't give us money because we're Black. That's not true. The United States government won't give us money because we don't fill out the paperwork that we need to. We don't fill out the paperwork that we need to. So I'm going to tell you something about this microloan here. It's available to anybody. It's available nationwide. It's available to anybody. Up to $50,000. If you're a startup business, if you're a growing business, you do have to have a business plan. You have to have a business plan in order to get this loan. And it can't be 2 pages that you put together. It needs to be like a legitimate business plan. But there are There's software that can help you put together your business plan. There are classes that you could take, etc. But you can come to the SBA and you can get like the girl I knew, she started a restaurant. She got 90 grand through one of the SBA affiliates to start her restaurant. And she had terrible credit. So, you know, I'm here to give you this information. I'm also going to show you a couple of other pieces of information. Then I will read your comments. So I'm just giving you an example of the funding that's out here. And this is funding that I know about because I know people who actually got this money. So this is a loan program. Sorry, this is a grant program within the state of Maryland. Now, I'm sure you're going to say, oh, you may say, Cherie, this is Maryland. This is not across the board. I think every state offers the same kind of grant. So a friend of mine went to South Africa and she comes back and, I was like, how's the trip? She was like, great. And she's a business owner. And she said, I got $5,000 from the state of Maryland to go on this trip to South Africa. I said, you did? She said, yes, because I went there because I want to do business in South Africa. And the state of Maryland has this grant program where they will give you $5,000 if you are going overseas to like actually set up and do business. And of course, you're dealing with the government, right? So you have to follow their rules. But there's a lot of money out there. And guess what? My friend was as black can be. ADOS woman. Went to Southern down in Louisiana. These programs exist. These programs exist. We have to get tapped into these programs, right? I'm going to show you something else here. This is not a federal government program, but there's something called credit card stacking. So this specific company is called sevenfigurescredit.com. I joined a while ago. I joined a group of people who help people get funding to start and grow their businesses. And this is one of the programs that they shared with me. So what they do is like, if you have, I think you have to have 700 plus. So you have to have good credit for this one. But this company goes out, they'll find a whole bunch of credit cards for you, and those credit cards will give you 0% interest for up to 18 months. So you could start your business, you could grow your business, you could start making money, and hopefully you pay that money off before they start charging you interest. There are ways for you to get money to start and grow your business. There's grants, there's loans, there's credit card stacking, there are ways, but here's the thing. You all know this. You all know that I am the person who says you got to know people. And the best way to do it is to know people before you need them, to know people before you want to fund that business. You want to fund your growth, etc. So who are the people you should know? Number one group of people you should know is the Chamber of Commerce, your local Chamber of Commerce. Whether I belong, for example, to the Harford County Chamber of Commerce. That is my county's Chamber of Commerce. They always are sending out, hey, this group of people has money and that group of people has money. Because when you join the Chamber of Commerce, you're going to be on the email list. And if you open the emails, you will see that there are various people who are giving out grants and things like that. You also, once you join the chamber, usually the president or somebody in the office, you can meet with them. Hey, I'm looking for some money. I'm looking for some grant money. I'm looking for some loan money, etc. Do you have any ideas? Guess what? People who have grants, they want to promote the grants that they have to business owners like you and I. But that grant person, they don't know us individually, but guess who they will go to? They will go to the Chamber of Commerce. They will send a note to the Chamber of Commerce saying, hey, do you know anybody that could use this grant? Do you know anybody? We've got this special loan program. Another chamber of commerce you can join is your local Black Chamber of Commerce. I'm going to tell you a true story about the Black Chamber of Commerce, y'all. And this is a migrant story, y'all. Listen to this. So I'm on the phone with no. I got a text message from somebody saying, "Hey, Cherie, I've got this other person that I would like you to talk to. Do you mind?" So I say, "Yeah, no problem." Right? I get on the phone with this guy. This guy is from the Ukraine. I kid you not. I kid you not. This guy is from the Ukraine. A couple of years ago, I said, "Hey, how can I help you? Such and such a person. I've known them for a few years. They said want to talk to me. You need some help." He said, "Yes." He said, "Cherie, the Black Chamber of Commerce has a loan program that they're going to give $250,000 to anyone who applies. I need a business plan in order to join that program and get the 250." And at the time I was writing business plans, and he said to me, "Can you help me?" This is a Ukraine man going to the Black Chamber of Commerce in our area to get a $250,000 business loan. But guess what? If you, Black person, are not on the email list for the Black Chamber of Commerce, you would never know that that business loan exists. I remember during COVID, I had a couple of friends running the Black Chamber of Commerce in, I think it was Henrico County, Virginia, someplace like that. They were like, "Cherie, we got grant money from the federal government. We're trying to give it away. People have to fill out the paperwork. They have to do this. They have to do that." And guess who wasn't in line to do all the things that they needed to get the money? So I feel bad for women like this. I really do. I'm not blaming her. I feel bad for women who are they're concerned and they're crying. They can't figure out why the migrants are getting things that we're not. I'm here to tell you that there's a lot of money for Black people out there. But we got to know who to talk to and we got to figure out the paperwork. A lot of us don't want to put our businesses on our taxes. We want to run everything through Venmo and Zelle and Cash App, and we don't want to report the money on our taxes. Yet, when the money is available, they want you to have a legitimate business with a legitimate LLC that's in current operating status. I know this isn't the conversation that we wanted to have today, but it's a true conversation, right? We got to have our paperwork together. We have to have our LLCs and our corporations like legitimately recognized. The money has to go through our taxes so that then we can get access to more of those funds. We don't play the long game enough, right? So I told you the Chamber of Commerce, you need to join a Chamber of Commerce in your local area. Join the one that's catered to small businesses, right? Or catering to small businesses. Oftentimes, a Black Chamber of Commerce in your county, your city, etc. Join them. Pay the $200 to $300. Go to the meetings. Meet people. You will discover all sorts of money that's available, right? Um, I am going to warn you to be careful of scammers out here. There are a lot of people on social media who are saying, "Hey, get $150,000 of business credit with just with just an LLC that you've never run, anything through before." I'm going to tell you now, be careful of business scammers. But there's a lot of money running through the SBA and the states and through some of these credit card stacking companies that we can tap into. And the final thing I want to say before I read everybody's comments here is not everyone should take a loan to start a business. If you can start a business without taking a loan, do that. If you can grow a business without taking a loan, do that. Do that. Start and grow your business as much as you can from um, without, sorry, start and grow a business as much as you can from, what do you call it? Sweat equity and, um, well, just not taking a loan. I can't remember the name right now, the term I'm thinking of, but it's important for you to, um, if possible, set yourself up where um, you can run your business without having the pressure of having to make a loan payment every month. Bootstrap. That's the term I was looking for. If you can bootstrap your business, do that. So I'm gonna read your comments here. We go ahead and on out of here. So Chris McDonald's saying big facts. Chris is saying, I have a similar story. I broke into IT by finessing a Latino only IT recruiting firm. They were shocked when I didn't speak Spanish and heard my voice. Yes, yes, they use our services. They use our chambers of commerce. They use our organizations. We can use theirs. And if they're getting money from the federal government, they cannot turn us away. And the super majority of the time, if you're cool with them, they're cool with you. They'll give you money. They certainly will. They'll give you money. They'll give you contracts. Centria is saying not to stir, but what the immigrant first language? What was the immigrant's first language? I don't know. Because they might have their own system to help themselves. Immigrants are more used to informal economy and lending other money. That is true. But this specific woman is saying that the person she sold her business to, they got the money through US channels. So it could be that they have their own Latino bank that's going to give them the money, right? And that Latino bank may have a system of notifying the other illegal immigrants, let's be real, that this money is available to them. Yes, oftentimes they do have their own systems. But here's the thing, if we do not, we as Black people don't have a natural system. We don't. And trying to cry and beg, and this is one of the reasons why I started this channel, is trying to cry and beg, Black people should get together. Why can't we be like Black people, like Tyrese? I wish I were Latino. Like, stop it. Come on. Okay, we don't have our natural group, right? We don't have our natural cohesive system. This is why I harp on all of you so much to have multicultural networks. You got to have them if you want to win. People have bugged me to learn Spanish, Korean, or French to get ahead here in the States. Yeah, but you don't necessarily have to. It is helpful. It is helpful. Good morning, Malika. No problems. You saying sorry you're late. I hope you all are having a good day. Yeah, Small Business Saturday, girl. Hello, salute to Alonzo. And then Chris is saying here, even a little Spanish does help. And yes, there are some Latinos that will break their ranks and do another to help you get ahead. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, I get help from Black people. Yes, I do. But let me tell you something. I get help from a lot of white people, or a lot of the help I get is from white people. A lot of the help I get is from Latinos. A lot of the help I get is from Asian people. I get a lot of multicultural help. If you are talking with other groups of people and they like you, they'll hook you up. They'll tell you the inside scoop. Go here and get this money. Go there and get this money. We know about this. We know about that. This is why building your multicultural networks are so important, and getting them in advance of when you need something. That way, when you need something, you can call, you can DM, you can text. Hey, I'm looking to get a business started. Do you have anybody I should talk to? I'm looking to get some money for that. The migrants train and educate each other in such things as a group. Unfortunately, I'm not part of an immigrant group that does such group work, so not much benefit there. Yeah, so Centria, neither am I. I'm into my family. I don't have a group. I don't have a group. So this is why I'm like, you have to create your own group, and your own group needs to be multicultural. But hopefully, this channel is part of your group. I'm telling you, this SBA loan here. Let me pull it up for you girls again. This SBA loan here, I'm giving you gold right here to go and actually get this SBA loan. So how do you actually get this SBA loan? Underneath it, it'll say, what do I need to do to apply? So you come here and you actually, to apply for the microloan, you have to work with an SBA approved intermediary in your area. So you're going to click on this and you're going to basically go to whatever state you're in. So I'm going to put in here Maryland for myself. And I'm going to see who's nearest to me. There's a Baltimore Lending Club. There's a place in Arlington. There are places in DC. This is the Latino Economic Development. This is where my friend / Black woman went to the Latinos and got her money. And you know, she went in there. They said, this is what you need. This is the paperwork you need. She got the paperwork together. She got the money. So, all right, ladies. Well, that is Small Business Saturday for today. Hopefully, I've said something today that got you kind of thinking. And I will see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.